Hello, welcome to another Dota commentary. We're looking at a professional game. Deperruku, the team you saw last time, the awesome Rubik picking team, and against Giggles, which is a Singaporean team, and it's a bit hard for me to pick which one I'm gonna root for because I'm actually Singaporean. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
I didn't actually know that.
yeah I'm Asian. This is like my Asian coming outness, I guess. Um, okay, so I'm gonna unpause in three, two, one. We'll be going through the picks and ban again. Uh, Let's see. I've never heard of Giggles. Actually, the Singaporean competitive Dota scene. I've met Ice once, but I've never heard of Giggles. Wow, this is fast. Okay, Bane. What? Okay, wow, Krav. These are some unusual bands. Faceless Void. I've never seen that band. Medusa. Okay, we've got Naga Siren first pick, followed by Rubik Venge. Why is this so fast?
I bet you what it is that it's a remake of a CM. They went to go AP, but accidentally typed in CM's mode again, so they're just randomly banning and then just picking the heroes that they had.
God damn it! If only they were gonna go for Bane Elemental to Bloodseeker. That would have been so awesome. Most hardcore thing ever. Okay, anyway, we're looking at a Rubik Queen of Pain lineup, similar, and Earthshaker, similar last time. Seems they picked up that Crystal Maiden. A good. There's no real late game on the Deperruku side, and usually they pick. Wow, a Bristleback. Okay, we're just talking about this. Very unusual, almost never seen. I think we're gonna be looking at some Singaporean, uh, awesome strat. Even though that's totally not the Singaporean playing style. Chaos Knight. There it is. The late game.
Oh,
Carry.
that said, I still think that the Scourge do have the late game with the Naga Siren's
And
good in the late game, Prophet's good in the late game,
yep.
Bottom is good, Windrun is good. They're all late.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, actually, that's the thing. Many people, especially not in the pro games, have ever seen a fully farmed Chaos Knight, and he's actually one of the stronger late game carries. That's the thing. If his illusions deal 100% damage, they only take 200, which is the strongest illusions that exist. Essentially, his crit is almost as good. It's like 3.5 times, 10%. I mean, it's 10% chance, I think, which is almost as good as the sorry, what's her name? Oh my god, Mortrit Phantom Assassins. That's it for Phantom Assassins Ultimate. He has that Reality Rift, which is actually kind of a broken spell, and that potentially 4 second stun. He's actually a very strong. He scales very well as a strength hero.
Of course he does, but that said, he's one hero. Well, four with his ultimate and all the
True,
rest,
true.
but still.
Wow, 3 GG branches. She's going for a fast bottle on this Sladis. I always call her
Mm,
Sladis.
we
First
do
name. I'm
have
a
the
first name picks.
standard two couriers in the base there.
Yep. Very what Singaporean teams? This is what Singaporean teams do? I don't know. I've never seen one. I think MYM used to be Singaporean after they had after they stopped being European. Now I'm not so sure. I sort of not stopped liking MYM once they lost Malk. I met Ice once I think in Singapore, but I can't remember. I know his girlfriend was hot. That's what I do remember. And I was like, how did he get a hot girlfriend? It's because he plays Dota. So I'm like, I gotta improve my Dota. Get a hot chick.
That's right. Gets all the ladies.
That's yeah, totally. And turns out she's like also a pro gamer, but she plays
Oh,
LoL now or something. And I know she has some job on Garena. I can't remember. Well, we're looking at some interesting mid lane. That's Ladis is not gonna have a fun time. Always melee against range. Looking, she's not her fast bottle. She's gonna need it if she wants to keep spamming. Whereas
Furion at the top's got a very interesting item build. He's picked up a TP scroll to start off the game, which is a bit strange for Prophet with your teleport. Three clarities and just some tangos, so no branches at all.
I
It's
think what
unusual.
we're looking at a ganking Fury, and he's just gonna be TPing around. Look, this roaming Crystal Maiden and roaming Crystal Maiden. Obviously, they wow mid. Watching this terrible Fisher just to save his life. What we're looking at is going to be a roaming party as a roaming. Sorry, not what was I just saying? The roaming Fury, and he's going to be wanting to counter ward. He's going to be wanting to get some kills at the bottom, especially that Queen of Pain. She's going to keep that Bristleback from farming. So he's probably going to be TPing a lot. The second he hits level 3, you're going to start seeing him roam the map. Wow, mid. Okay, early first blood.
Yeah, we've actually got Trilane against Trilane in the mid there, so it's not surprising we do have first blood. It
Six
was a
lane
nice
mid.
telekinesis to pick him up and move him out of position there.
Tri-lane, dual lane. Is it? Yeah, sorry, tri-lane, tri-lane. Wow, 6 lane mid. We thought tri-lane mid was awesome. Actually, so it is quite a common occurrence. I love this. Okay, so Bristleback. Let me see. Uh, he's a good tank, I guess. That's pretty much what you can say about him. He's very defensive. All his spells do a lot of damage. He looks like he's just gonna die. That was such a. If there was a blink in another
Oh.
screen, that was really close. Queen of Pain also almost gave her life up for that.
And she has, of course, picked up that early magic stick, which will help a lot against the bristleback.
Yeah. Well, it's not a true 6 lane. Like it wasn't a true tri lane the last time because it's more roaming. What? I just missed another kill. A bottom. Oh, that Queen of Pain. Too gutsy. Walking around with that kind of life. Yeah, and as we just saw, Furion. Okay, so not as
Well,
action intensive. It's already 2 minutes and it's only been 2 kills, unlike last time. Well, okay, now that is a new and improved Naga Siren. I think that's why. Is that why she's getting picked? Is because it's now an AOE.
well, it is handy. I mean, it does mean that you're more likely to pick up your illusions earlier. Um, but it's not that strong, really. It's not that much of a change, I don't think. You're not generally spreading out your illusions too much anyway, so you're pretty much affecting the same AoE. But up the top here, we've got Chaos Knight going on the Prophet. Nice fissure to make him walk a little bit longer, and he will go down.
Oh, I'm completely missing that. Missing all these because my map awareness is terrible today. Looking at the bottom, wow, we've got Windrunner looking in. That Queen of Pain has got to be so careful. She's so squishy early on. Even with the bottle, she's not going to be able to fill it with runes. She's probably going to have to bottle Crow, but they've only got one Crow as far as I can see.
They've got one Crow and one Courier. Oh no, there we go. We've got the second Courier being brought up there. In fact, the Queen of Pain buying that herself, so obviously she's figuring it is time to start that bottle Crow.
She's gonna need it. It's not even for mana. It's mainly for life. Although she will be spamming those screams of pain, and she's gonna have to. And that bristleback is actually gonna get his farm. I'm just wondering about this Mirana. How much farm can she get if she's roaming? And you do want her to get fat. You do want her to get a Manta style, or maybe they're relying on the Solis to carry them up. Also,
Well,
bottle
that's not a
crowing.
bad plan, really.
Okay, at top we've got everybody waiting. Chaos Knight is just allowed to farm. I can't believe it. Okay, wow, gonna let him get late game. He's incredibly tanky. Naturally, if you give him a
Oh,
assault
jumping
crest,
right in under the tower there, but a 4 second stun.
powerful, should be able to get
Oh,
it. Crystal Maiden's gonna bite. She's gonna clean it up. Tango out from that Earthshaker. Strong play. If that's once again this tri lane, an ice guy plus Earthshaker plus Chaos Knight, very strong. Although
oh yeah.
AA would be better. We've got in the
Oh,
mid telekinesis, a very nice toss. POTM's gonna be coming in. She's gonna scare him away. Oh, missed shackle shot. That could have been a complete game changer. Rubik, I've come to the decision. Like you don't see him often, but I've come to the decision. Rubik he doesn't need farms, but he doesn't need the level. He really needs it to more facilitate the spells that he's gonna steal. But he needs the level just because his skills are so good, and he needs
hmm.
them as fast as they can because they're mainly early game. That
And let's
Fadebulk
not
is
forget
almost broken early game.
he's got almost a team, not pipe so much, but a team hood in that it reduces
Yeah,
magical damage.
20%. Not as good as. Oh, he just picked up Windrun. He just it's not as good as actually his hood. His hood is 30% if I'm not mistaken. His is a 20%, but it's a AOE. It's an aura essentially. So here, well he has the against. Oh my god, I can't even remember the names of the skills anymore. POTM's Eclipse. Is that right?
Hmm?
The I've completely forgotten the Moonbeam one. I've forgotten the
Oh,
name.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's not Potums. It is Luna's.
Oh wait, what's Punnum's Starfall? Why do I have trouble remembering? That AOE will definitely. I'm sorry, that Null Field from the Rubik will definitely help against Punnum's Starfall. There we go. Okay, wow, that was terrible.
I can understand why you got them confused, though. I mean, they are both riding giant cats.
Yeah, they're completely different though. Actually, you don't see Luna played at all in the pro scene. Hoping she'll make a comeback. She's very strong. I think in a sense she has the pretty much the same sort of double attack that you see on a Weaver. Very
Mm.
powerful with those lunar beams.
And also, her damage buff is almost comparable to Drow Ranger's True Shot aura.
Yeah.
That's what I wish we would see more of in this metagame would be those aura-based strats. You know, you pick up the VS, pick up Drow, Luna, Beastmaster, and you get so much damage for free. Well, all you need is just some levels.
What I'd love to see is more variation. I like this game because you never see a bristleback and you do get to see it. Rubik, I think he's starting to become a standard pick. I'm not so sure if he'll last within the pro scene, but I once saw a game with Dendy played Pudge, and it was just the most amazing thing ever because I've never seen a Pudge play before inside a pro game. So that was just amazing, and I'm hoping we can see more of those things. Experimental strategies. If you catch a team off their feet, they're not sure how to react. They will lose the game. I mean, for example, if you pick a Pudge and he goes unchecked, you pick an Ursa, he goes unchecked. These things can cost you the game if you're completely unprepared. And I'd like to see more surprise tactics like those. Like the last pick is something a Nyx, and then just people like what how are you supposed to fight against this?
That's right. Although I think that's kind of what they've done with the bristleback. I don't understand the reasoning behind it.
He's not one of those characters that can. I think like if you get him super fat, like he's a faceless void. There we go. There's something that can destroy.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're talking about the Earth or about that, if you do get them farmed, then there's pretty much no stopping them. That's really not the case with Bristleback, and if you look at the bottom, he might be in a bit of trouble here.
I was looking at his items, but I wasn't looking at him. He's got Hood of Defiance. I think that will save. No, too much magic damage. I think Hood of Defiance is the item of choice here. There's so much spell damage, but the problem is, CK he right clicks like a monster. He's gonna go.
That's right. By the time you've worked out how to avoid and survive through the magic damage, then all of a sudden you've got to worry about something completely different.
If I'm going for a late game CK, I always love to get a Battle Fury just because there's no better farming item. A Quelling Blade also I would love to pick it. I would also pick it up. Do you think this Ring of Health Vanguard or Battle Fury or
Well, it could be either. It
Lincoln
could also
Sphere?
be for Hood himself. Oh God, no, not a Lincoln Sphere.
Oh, yeah, hilarious! I just laugh my head off. Like maybe there's something the pros know about Lincoln Sphere that we don't. Like I wouldn't be surprised if secretly Hand of Midas actually works on heroes, and Lincoln Sphere is the only thing that can block it. Maybe I don't know. That's why all the pros seem to be getting it, even though there's no targeted spell. He's using his mirror images to farm, which is a legit strat. That's how my
Yeah,
friend
he's
plays.
actually also tower diving up the top
Yeah.
there. He saw that Windrun had used the Windrun early and actually waited for about 3 seconds and then decided to go on her. I don't know why she started why the Windrunner activated it.
Wow. Okay, that Furion is gonna go down. Try just chase. Wow. Ulti just for him. Earthshaker ulti. Crystal Maiden should be just fine, though it is quite dangerous. No AI splash coming. Celise's trying to come, do a bit of cleanup, but she's a bit too late. Should be just.
Oh no, with a nice arrow by Potom there.
Starfall. Nova, it's
CK's,
gonna be close.
there's the
Oh
net.
no, he's dead. Gone.
Such great cast range from that.
Wow. Okay.
And yeah, you go.
No, I've got nothing. I'm shocked at the high level of play we're seeing. I really thought that Celise was too late, but just strong. And she can push down those towers. I mean, those illusions are no joke. And very early on, there's 3 of them. They tank quite a bit.
Well, even more than that, just sending one past to draw the creep wave away, and you've got a great push.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically the equivalent of nuking down the entire creep wave if you just lead them away.
Rubik's stolen that skill though, so we're looking any advantage that she has, Rubik also has. That's the power of a Rubik. He can steal your advantages, but at the same time, like he can also steal incredibly useless abilities. I've always wondered what happened if he stole Nightstalk. Can he steal Nightstalker's ultimate?
He can steal it, I believe. He just doesn't get the benefit from it.
So he can just make
helps the Night Stalker.
just make it night. I would do that. That's hard mode. That's a achievement unlocked.
Actually, you know what would make him really OP is if he could actually steal his own teammate spells.
Yes, as an Aghanim's upgrade, I think.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Like
they'd probably change it back the next level, the next version after, like with Darkseers.
Yeah.
But
well, that Darkseer was really broken. Like you just start running through it, and you just keep going back and forth. You create like an army of illusions, controlled illusions as well. That was just so broken. Actually, now Darkseer is a wall of illusion, not so good.
Well, it is good.
It's
I mean,
push, but it's nowhere near the potential it once had. Wow, this Queen of Pain is poor. We're looking at 11 minutes in. All she's got is a wand and boots, not upgraded yet. Hooded Defiance on the bristleback. No progression.
I don't understand why she's only died once, and she should have a fairly easy time farming against this bristleback.
Well, top, we got a push going on. You know what I'd like to see? A team of all knights. I know it's
Ah,
a
yes. So you've got Dragon Knight, CK,
Omni
Legion
Knight.
Commander, but of course it wouldn't
No,
be in CM mode.
I know they're okay. Omni Knight, Chaos Knight, Rogue Knight. Uh, crap. I know there are five of them, and most of them are melee. Holy Knight, which is the Chen, and
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that
Knights aren't
team's
gonna.
not sounding too bad.
And there's one more. I know there's too much melee, but what's it? Rogue Knight,
um,
Chaos Knight, Holy Knight, Rogue Knight, Chaos Knight, Holy Knight, Omni Knight,
Omni
Dragon Knight.
Knight.
There we go. Dragon Knight. Tower
Yeah.
goes down. 12 minutes. Not the fastest tower down. No real pushing power from the Sentinel, yet they were the ones who got the tower down first. What is Furion doing? Bottom? You got nothing much. I'm not sure if this Bristleback has really paid off. Him and Queen of Pain seem to be playing their own game. Uh,
Yeah,
Playing a
and it's
farming RPG.
not a very exciting game. It's
Uh,
Bristleback's picked up another vitality booster before these even his boots. Nice Fisher there,
obviously,
blocking off both of them.
obviously feels he's not tanky enough, which I guess is true. I don't think he's fast enough either.
Well, being able to run away kind of counts as tanking.
Yeah, I don't
Al-
know. He's for me. I would have gotten boots first. It's just such an essential skill. Like I think he would be already out of danger if he had boots. But then again, who knows? Maybe without that extra life, he wouldn't have survived so long anyway. So this Elise is also kind of getting fat. She's going for a mana intensive build, mana boots and bottle. Usually
Hmm.
the kind of build you see on spellcasters such as Zeus, such as Leshrac. So she's looking to be spamming her spells. She's looking plus that crystal, plus the crystal maiden's brilliance. Yeah. Oh wait, hang on.
Although I don't think she's actually picked that up at all.
No, level 3 brilliance aura.
Oh, yes, sorry. I was checking the other team. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't apply to them. So
No,
they
what the?
aren't getting the
Oh my
benefit of
god!
the
For some
aura.
reason, I thought Crystal Maiden was on their side. I completely messed up the picks. I was like, huh? Hang on a second. Why is she pushing down Scourge's towers? I don't even know if I want to oppose this one. I'm
Super
completely.
hard mode.
I. I'm kind of drunk. Oh, that would be another great lineup, like the global auras. You got Crystal Maiden. You got Treant. Who else has a global aura?
Uh,
This is an exercise in how well we know our Dota character skills. That's it. I
or
think
how
that's
well
it.
we can multitask while thinking of them and trying to keep track of what's going on in the
Okay,
game.
we've got
We do
much
have
jungle farm.
um, Queen of Pain going up top with the Invis. That bottom is, yeah,
Alti,
not.
Alti, and she'll die. Alti, and she'll die. What are you doing? Blink, blink, blink. Alti, oh, scream. Okay, fine. Don't listen to me, obviously, because I'm not pro.
No,
Wow,
got to
Rubik
save
is
that cooldown.
somehow there's a lot of pushing. You're gonna teleport, throw, telekinesis. Yeah, fade bolt. He's gonna just match. He's gonna just illusion out. I guess
Hmm?
doesn't take that much damage. I wonder what he's got. Why did I? For some reason, I thought he had. Ah, this is a
Oh, I was going to say, why did that Earthshaker cancel his fissure, but it recasted it and managed to catch her.
point booster on the Magus. What do you think he's going for? Oh, he's going for his Bloodstone
Bloodstone.
again. Yeah, 200% mana regen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, you saw, I'm guessing, the replay done, I think it was a dual cast by Luminous and Nebula with the Premier League. They had a Storm Spirit there, ended up getting like 20 charges on his Bloodstone. It was just ridiculous.
The cooldown of that Reality Rift is insane. 3 seconds. Oh my god, that Bristleback. No matter how tanky you are, you're not fast enough to escape. Yeah, he's gonna go down. It's just a matter of time. Unless Furon's gonna pop in, save him. Crystal Maiden's just gonna Nova, clean up, and bite. And he's wow, he is tanky. Yep, Furion coming in. He's gonna try and take down that Crystal Maiden. Hit. Come on, CK. For your teammate, man. For your teammate. What are you doing? Selfish. That's what I hate about late game players. Not so much in the pro scene. You see it a lot in pub scenes. It's like they think they're rock stars. They just uh, they leave everybody else to die and then they flame.
Yeah,
Oh, shackle shot.
yeah.
Have you heard about that rumor that LD is secretly Nebula in disguise? Even though they sound completely different. Oh, a great shackle shot from the Rubik.
I'm surprised that Windrunner survived that long. It's There we go.
Fade Bolt. The range on that thing is insane. I think, yeah, it's definitely one of the better jumping spells. It's a 300 initial damage at level 4, 4% reduction, so that's like 4%, 12 reduction, and then so it'd be like 288. Yeah, that's my math correct. On the next creep, and then another, say about 10 reductions, 270 something other damage. So actually, it's very small damage reduction. I think it's one of the better ones. I mean, you can't spam it as much as Zeus's Chain Lightning, but it is an insane spell.
Mm.
Fable.
Although I do really quite like the Gorgon's Mystic Snake. That's a very,
Oh,
very strong spell when you look at it. I mean, it's a really, really cheap mana stealing, good damage chain lightning. It's
yeah. What happened to her? I mean, she used to be picked a lot in the pro scene. She was
well,
incredibly tanky spell sheet.
she's great after 60 minutes, but absolutely horrible up until about 45, and it's just not going that long. You can't get that much farm on any one hero these days. She was really big during the Chinese 4 protect 1 sort of metagame, and it's just not viable anymore.
We got a big engage going on, I think, at the bottom. CK, he decided to rock star it up, go in 4v1. Now everybody's got 1v4. Now everybody's got to support him. Yeah, look at that. He eventually sacrificed. I think he sacrificed that Earthshaker. Really, nobody was in position. I guess he didn't have vision, but really just giving up his life, even with that early Vanguard. Mm,
I've been very impressed with this Bottom's arrows.
yeah,
They seem to be hitting very often.
amazing.
I wish we could actually check the stats.
Wow, 2 Wraithbands. See, I always felt Wraithband is such a. It's not that good item. Okay, looking like you're going for Django on that Furion.
Oh, I'll admit that when
Potem
I
didn't even have boots until just now, 18 minutes in. This really is a Singaporean game. Can't farm. Looking at
mm,
Crystal Maiden, Dust, Rubik, Lothar's Edge. That's what we were saying. We were talking about this previous game. Lothar's Edge might be a viable choice. He has the initiation. He can come up from behind, telekinesis, throw them towards his allies, then get out of there. You can also use it for the movement speed. Also, it's just great for squishy heroes. That Magus is really carrying this game. He's doing a lot of damage. He's always in the right position. He's just gonna throw it. Oh, he could have thrown it at that bristleback. It would stun them. It would stun him. It wouldn't stun them both. It only stuns the unit that it hits. The levitating unit will not be stunned. But okay, look, he's gonna go solo. Shackle shot.
oh,
Very strong shackle shot.
and guarantee you that Rigwell would not have turned around if he knew that the shackle
Yeah.
shot was coming. I think that was purely just the surprise factor and not knowing which spell he had.
Yeah. It's the main.
Another good thing about the Lothar's Edge is that it also grants him a bit of an escape mechanism. I mean, he does have the telekinesis sort of throw them further away, but he is a bit squishy, and that escape mechanism will always come in handy.
Yep. And still, you have to. It relies mainly on team fight. On team coordination. Rubik is not one of those solo heroes. He's not like CK. He's not like Lycanthrope. He can't just rush in 4v1. It does need quite a bit of coordination with the rest of the damage dealers, and he's doing that. That's the thing. He's working as a team player. I like this. I don't know. Django up on the CK, so he's actually farming very well.
Yeah, he's had a great lane. He was laning against the Prophet, who just couldn't enter it into the lane with the CM there.
Windrunners buying dust, that's a sign they are afraid. And Sladis has that Radiance. As we were talking about before, we're not really so certain Radiance might be the way to go. The last game, we were considering that maybe Diffusal Blade, Manta Style, something might be a bit better.
Especially in a game where you've got a Bristleback on your team. He's a much better Radiance carry. I mean, admittedly, he may not be able to farm it, but
Yeah,
I just don't like it. I do
it's
not like it.
and yeah, I know it. And it's what? It's 3,800. Sorry, 3,800 plus 1,300, 5,100 gold investment. If you're lucky to farm one up by 21 minutes, is that really what you need? And I don't know. You look at this. You're not surviving the team fights. You're not surviving the gams.
But she's got 1,000 HP.
It's 22-5 at the moment. I don't think Radiance is not the thing. It's not. It's not going to turn it around.
No, I mean, there are some times where you think, it's alright, so long as we can just hold out long enough until we get the Radiance, then we should be in a pretty good position.
Wow, look at that. Look at that Windrunner. Oh, she's actually going to survive. That's good play. He's still Riptide. It's not going to help him. Oh, he's going to Lothar's out. Radiance Sprint. Wow.
That's a very quick Blink Dagger on the support Earthshaker.
21.
CCR, he was playing the Venge in the last game, which we were quite impressed about.
Wow, that is a fast blink. 21 minutes. Anything before 26 minutes is a fast blink. I'm not sure because it doesn't usually get far. Uh, so it shows it's been ganking very successful. I mean, when you've got 24 kills, you've got tier two towers down on the top lane, tier one tower down on the mid lanes and the bottom lanes. That is a huge gold advantage. I mean, you see CM very rarely upgrades her boots, but she has tranquil boots, which make her really, really fast. It's plus 80 to attack speed, and it's quite cheap. It just makes her very, very tanky. It's very good early game. You don't see it so much in the pro scene anymore, but in the pro scene really at all. But actually, it is a very viable
I
item.
do think that will change though. It's when you look at the amount of time that you have to. Let's say that you use it twice in the entire game. You've basically paid 200 gold for two salves, as in 200 gold per salve, which isn't that bad, but you're going to use it far more than twice. So if you're ever in some sort of hero where you occasionally have to ferry salves or you don't have any regen built into your sort of accepted item order, it's a great pickup. It's a great buy.
Yep, but the thing most people say is if you're gonna get that, why not get something else? Like why not get power treads? Why not get work towards phase boots, which may or may not help you get a kill. It's very much a defensive item, the tranquil boots, and I'd say, oh my god, Lincoln Sphere and the Queen of Pain. Wait, hang on, let's see. Hang on, let's see if this is more viable in this lineup, or if the guy is just trolling again.
Well, it does block more than just the amplified damage. We do have a net from the Nagasarian, which it blocks.
It
It
blocks
also
me.
has a Potom's arrow if it's single targeted. It also has the shackle shot that you can also block. But that said, you've also got the bristleback with his nasal goo. That's a 3-4 second cooldown, which will disable it. It's
I would have gone for a hex, to be completely frank. I don't know why. Is it maybe the stats? 15 to all stats? Is that it? Is that what's going? 150% mana regen. You get that with a hex. You get that with a cyclone.
you'd be much better off just sticking with the perseverance and then using the ultimate orb in your hex.
I would have
Although
gone.
we've also got the Agnum Scepter.
I remember I had a friend who once got a blink dagger on the Queen of Pain for some reason. I have no idea. Moonlight Shadow. That means we're going for ganks. But Dust immediate. Wow, very
Ooh,
very nice arrow on that Rubik. I'm really. How does he land these things? You know, I've never landed an arrow in my life. I'm just gonna put that out there for everybody now. I've played Potem like 4 times. I've never landed a single arrow in my entire life. So, ah, that's the power of pro. Not my hero of choice, the Potem. Well, okay, we've got a Helm of Iron Will. Sorry, um, he's gonna be buying a Helm of Dominator eventually. The lifesteal, it's not bad. Satanic. So he's really going for quite a late game build, but I don't think it's necessary at this point. When you're 26 to 5, enemy team continuously loses. Radiance is not going to change it. He's not even surviving to, get off all his spells, which is what his mana boots enable him to do. I think mana boots may have been a bad choice here. We've got tranquil boots on the Windrunner, which I think may be a mistake. I think a power treads would have been a slightly better option. Because
mm,
when she shackles shots, she wants to do the damage.
that said, the power treads by themselves, with the added attack speed, won't increase your DPS by very much. And if you look at her other items, the moment she eats any sort of fade bolt or any sort of nuke, then she's got to go back or get a salvaged ferry to her. Whereas with this, she doesn't have to.
That's true. But I mean, the extra life it can give you, like the +8, that can really help you survive a team fight, as opposed to the tranquil boots, which I don't. Do they give you extra health? I'm not so familiar with this.
No, they don't give you any extra health.
+3 regen. I don't know. And they revert to normal boots the second you get hit, so you lose that +80 move speed, which is fantastic. But and
Well, you
CK getting free fire.
only if you take 4 instances of damage.
That's
No,
true
and it
for
doesn't.
Windrunner. Yeah.
They really don't break as often as you think they would. I've only picked them up a few times myself, but yeah, they really aren't that generally that broken.
I've got a medallion of courage, the not us seen item. I don't know what's the purpose in getting this. Is it to help him farm faster? Is there any particular hero they want to burst down? When you get that,
I
that
don't
means
know, they
you're
might have delusions of Roshan, but that's not going to happen.
maybe he's gonna solo Roshan. I don't know. They're not bursting. It's very disorganized. This Giggles team.
Maybe they're just having a laugh.
Maybe it's a fun game. I mean, if I got to play against a pro team, I'd pick Rogue Knight. I'd be like, forget it. I'd pick Rogue Knight, or maybe I'd pick Murloc Nightcrawler or something. Something fun.
Yeah, I agree with you about the Murloc. I think he's a great hero.
He's so fantastic. I remember when I first played him, I thought his essence shift would work on his illusions, like his illusions could essence shift. I found out later that was completely untrue.
God, it would be
I
OP
got
if it did, though.
I got
You'd just
Manta.
have
I was
three
like,
people all stealing a bunch of stats.
oh my god. Because every hit, it's basically it's a bonus of 20 damage if you because every point of strength you steal is 19 health that just disappears. So it's almost like a bonus essentially in that regard. Bonus
Hmm.
damage. And it's just too good. And increasing your attack speed by 3% every time. Glyph already going up. This game 28 to 5.
It it really is not
I'm not impressed by the
good.
play from Giggles. I'm not impressed by that Radiance at all. It hasn't shown its value. You're gonna spend 5,100 gold. It's got it. You gotta do something. Um, much like that Lincoln Sphere. He's got Armlet. Wow, that is the build for Chaos Knight, I guess. Once you get this late, I don't usually go for Armlet. I'm not a big fan. Bloodstone.
Well,
I,
Armlet does work quite well in that you pop it, then split off your illusions. But I still am not seeing the bristleback here. We're half an hour in,
yeah,
and yeah, he does get some
I haven't
damage from
seen
his
him.
warpath. But apart from that,
Zero
he's got.
six, is it? Yeah.
I think it's about to be 0-7.
No, his yeah. Okay, that's fair point. Uh, did he just go ethereal? Nice. Oh, he'll be just fine. That goo, nasal goo, completely useless. Haste rune on that Rubik. Shackle shot, gonna finish off that POTM. Oh, what were we saying?
Oh, I was just saying that, yeah, Bristleback has just not contributed at all to this game.
Yeah.
He's had 3 assists. I
As,
mean, admittedly, that's over half of their team's kills, but
I was hoping to see him carry it up somehow. Like I don't know, like you never see really a bristleback game. So when you do see it, you're hoping he'll do something special. But to see him defeated by this more conventional lineup of the CK, of the Queen of Pain, and it's not like I've seen great play from the Sentinel. I mean, they're very good communication. It's amazing, but it's what you expect from a pro game. It's not really it's not really like super pro center. So I think in like certainly the Scourge got outplayed here, but I don't know. I don't see them as being that good. But then that said, I really do like Deperruku here. They're a very high skill team. I'm sure both teams are very good, and maybe who knows what's happening is maybe just a mispick or something.
mm,
No, but the armlet. Ever since they came out with Heaven's Halberd, I have never bought armlet. Like anything that I used to buy armlet for, Nikes, I buy Heaven's Halberd. If I'm thinking Rogue Knight, I buy Heaven's Halberd. I'm thinking Skeleton King, Heaven's Halberd. Whew, a very
ooh.
lucky miss arrow. This is the first miss arrow.
Uh, I still think you've still got to go Armlet on Skeleton King and Nags. It's it's just so much more damage
But
and survivability.
it's only plus 25 when you turn it on, isn't it?
Yeah, which is like
You get,
500 strength.
yeah, but you get Heaven's Halberd. That's 500 strength forever. That's not you turn it on, you got 500 strength. And it's plus 25 evasion. That's like the answer. It's like the strength version of Butterfly.
Yeah, but you've got no attack speed.
You don't need attack speed. You're the tank. You're gonna okay. Essentially, you use that Heaven's Halberd ability. It's essentially a 4 second disable. He's only gonna run around, and if you're a melee character, you usually have some sort of chasing ability. Bristleback has his snot. You've got stun on Rogue Knight, so you've got some sort of chasing ability. You've got open wounds on Nyx. Anything that you used to have, that's your attack speed right there. You don't need attack speed. The guy's just gonna be standing still. He's gonna be hitting, and then you just hit him. What can he do? If you can't bring him down in 4 seconds, you should get a teammate anyway. Like that plus. How much is it? 30 attack speed from the armlet. Well,
Uh,
it's not
I'm
really.
not sure.
Like it's your boots of travel up on the Queen of Pain plus an Agonimes, so she is well fat. I've never seen one quite as fat in a pro game. Hooded Defiance, Vanguard. He's going for the really tanky build, which I think was the correct thing to do. But he should have carried the Radiance.
Yeah, although Naga is working on getting more tanky, she's almost up to her heart. Um, I just don't see it helping too much, though.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got a. She is correct when she's pushing, which is the correct thing to do once you have that radiance heart survivability. But if you're gonna get heart, there really is absolutely no need for you to get a bristleback. Quite frankly, that Sadiq and the POTM are very, very, very strong. But it's just not enough. There's no coordination.
Well, I think the plan was to have the bristleback go in first and soak up some of the stuns so that they can go in, but at the moment they're just sort of ignoring the bristleback until everyone else is dead and then killing him anyway.
Crystal Maiden healing it up. Actually, I know. I feel like they can push very, very soon. Medallion of
Oh,
Courage on that Crystal Maiden. For the
yep, there we go.
survivability, Queen Pain can even tank it. She's going to go for Hex next. I usually go Hex first, or if not, Shiva's Guard. But I'm not a pro player, so remember, this is the build to go for. Lincoln Sphere. No matter what enemy is picked, go for Lincoln Sphere. That is the lesson from Deperruku.
uh, it makes no sense.
35 to
And
6.
even I just don't understand. Even in situations where there are legitimate spells for you to block, it's still not that good in my opinion.
It's
I mean,
very good.
the reason why you've got a 6-second blink is that there's your survivability.
I'd say the one of the few heroes that can have it is that Spirit Breaker. That's pretty much the only hero I can think of where he kind of needs it. Apart from that,
An Earthshake is purposefully stopping them from pushing.
oh, he's doing a little diversion, so it goes to
Go
the
on,
middle. Is
just
that
push already.
I don't know. You know, there's an illegal farming method you can do to cut off the creep wave from going
Yeah,
down. It
yeah,
goes through the jungle.
I've
It's
come across that
hilarious.
myself, where it had to do with the Furion TPing and sprouting them in, and eventually you just build up this huge wall of creeps. I was playing Pit Lord again on Scourge, going bottom lane, just hardly ever seeing any creeps. It actually ended up working out quite well. I had high level of expulsion and got something like 1,200 gold just from this one massive creep wave.
Well, that is see, and then if you can do that like early on, like what can they do? What can they do? You've got like such a huge advantage. It's like rushing a level one. There's just the enemy team just wants to give up. It's like if you can demoralize them, like if you can just get them to give. I remember I once saw a game with this really really fat Phantom Lancer, who we couldn't kill, but because we killed all his teammates, he just like gave up. He just sat in the base, and I'm like, you could have won this game. Just we got one racks. I know starting to really want to play Dota again, but okay. For the viewers at home, yeah, a viewer or the viewers not at home, I'm using a Mac, so I can't get onto Garena, so I haven't played in like 2 months, and just watching this game, watching them get stomped, reminds me of my Dota days when I used to get stomped like crazy. It's not really that fun if you watch games that get stomped or it's like one side or the other. It's better if it's a very even game. One Rex goes down. You know,
Oh, oh, Winrunner thought she was going to escape, but the Stifling Dagger picks her off.
Stifling Dagger. Oh, sorry,
Not Stifling Dagger, Queen of Pain's...
auto attack.
No, Poison over
The poison
time.
Nova. What is that? I can't remember.
It does have Dagger in the
Shadow
name.
Strike. Shadow Strike.
That's it.
There's such story. So
Believe me, you know everything about Dota until you go into cast a game. Then you realize, oh,
I've forgotten the name of this skill, and there's so many mechanic questions that suddenly appear. How
but
much
really, we're just watching them finish it off.
Yeah, it wasn't ever much of a thing. It's 40-8. I'm gonna call it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call it right now. Scourge not gonna get another kill. We'll see. That's the game now. That's the game. Can Scourge get another kill? That POTM is actually very, very good. Her arrows are amazing. Can they get another kill?
Go on, this is when you sell your items, buy a 4-star, try and force them into the fountain.
Yeah, that's like every pub game ever.
Oh yes,
Okay, let's
anything
begin
that'll
with
teach
the-
you how to type /disable help.
No. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh man, I really do want to play a pub game again. Trying to think. I'll see if I can. If anybody knows how I can do it, preferably something in Australia that I can play because I really hate playing with lag. I used to play a lot in Singapore. So like the worst I wouldn't even play with people in Malaysia when it's like I literally can drive to Malaysia and Singapore because the lag would be like 0.2 seconds, and I'd be like, I can't farm like this. I'm gonna give up.
I know what you mean. When I first started going on to DotA commentaries, you've got pings of, 280, 320, and yeah, you've got to start thinking about 2 seconds in the future. It just makes it not so much fun to play.
Yeah, anything above 4 seconds, a ping of 40, I'm like, no, I don't think I'll do it. Even 70 ping, I'm just so spoiled when it comes to Dota.
What?
I really am very spoiled. I usually play heroes, like Murloc, really mainly melee heroes. I'm quite good at farming. I was experimenting with Shadow Demon and Invoker. I'm an okay Invoker player. I won't really drastically change. You?
Uh, I'm a randomer. I just play whatever hero I get.
But there's some that I can't play, like Meepo.
No, Meepo is not too bad. He's actually a lot stronger and a lot easier to play than people give him credit for. All you need is Tab X.
No, the
Oh,
thing
Tab
is,
Z, sorry.
he's got like that. If you kill one of him, they all die. Like unless you
Yeah,
can, like
but
I mean, in a pub game, you can usually get him quite fat and he won't die as much. But I really have no idea how I'm doing because I'm trying to farm across the map. That's the same with Morphling. When I play Morphling, I try to farm across the map and I replicate. And I just fail so badly. I'm just terrible. I have no map awareness. I'm like a blind man. It's okay. So this commentary was more us talking about our stuff. Rather than
yeah,
it was an entertaining game. I saw a Singaporean team, which is cool. My
yeah.
team's back at home, Giggles. I'm gonna look it up. Singapore's a really small place. I probably know all of them. Okay. Anything else to add, Jack?
No, I think this one's been long enough.
Okay, so Screen Guard Guy and Jack Attack signing out. Stay thirsty, my friends.